Hello, I'm Lola, and welcome to this next part of Enderal. Last we left off, we were going to talk to Jespar. Yeah, we're in the marketplace at the moment. I've explored a lot of the city. There's still some places I need to go to, but I think we're going to do Jespar's quest first. So many quests here. So Jespar Delvaric and I safely reached Ark, the jewel of the Heartland and the biggest city on Enderal. I should meet him at the marketplace when I am ready for having my fever examined by his employers. Yeah, so I'm guessing we're going to see the priests to cure me of my arcane fever. So let's talk.
Well, look who's arrived. Did you have any problems finding your way around? This city can be quite a maze if you don't know it.
Not really, I'm used to big cities. Can we just skip the chatter? I don't want to be rude to him. Not really, I'm used to big cities.
You're from Ostian, I almost forgot. They're quite fascinating, these places, aren't they? You can climb high, and you can fall just as deep. And every place vibrates with life.
That's true.
Here, put this on. And before you ask, yes, it's necessary. Just trust me.
Is it important?
Okay, am I already equipped? Oh. Okay, interesting. I look quite the character.
Come here, are you? I heard you talk. Who are you?
Let's follow Jespar. Back in the noble quarter.
Yes?
Is it important?
So, about this fever. Usually those gifted with magic have to report their talent to the Order, and then pass a ritual that teaches them how to deal with their magic. The journey to the water is what they call it. Once they've passed that, the fever reduces to an endurable level, and new arcanists have
Sir?
names registered in some kind of holy book.
Okay.
But there are other ways to get rid of the fever, and I hope my employer can tell you about them.
I mean, I'm not much of a magic user, but I do have magic. Imagine this is interesting if you're playing, like, as a pure mage kind of class. I'm not the biggest fan of those, at least playing the game for the first time, so I went with Warrior, but it'd be interesting if you use magic all the time, so you'd
Okay,
have
almost
to
there.
really watch your arcane fever.
Pathlessness wherever you look. This is holy ground, Outlander. You don't belong here.
I'm following Jespar, so I clearly do. Oh, teleport to Ark.
Is this important?
No, it's not important. Yep, I'm following you.
Keep walking.
Sun Temple
Hold
discovered.
it, my sir. No civilians beyond this point without explicit permission. Who are you, and what leads you to this holy place?
Business. I'm Jespar Delvaric, and I work for the Naramese mages.
Ah, right. The mercenary. And who's your companion?
I'm Circe.
Marijo de Luna from Ostian.
Okay, I'm not.
Esteemed holder of de Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance, the most prestigious perfumery in all of Vin. Archmagister Marigil sent for him. Didn't he tell you?
The Archmagister. Well, that does sound like him.
Yeah, I could pass for that. That's why I'm wearing
Fair
this.
enough, you may pass. But show this place the respect it deserves, mercenary. You too, Meister de Luna.
You have my word, fair lady. Thank you.
I'll take another scroll. Just nicking your scroll.
Outlander.
In we go to the Sun Temple.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
I've been given permission.
Well, that went better than expected.
Marujo del Luna's Empire of Tender Fragrance.
Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's all that matters. Nobody will suspect someone who's already in the temple. Anyway, I think it's about time I tell you a little bit more about this employer of mine.
Go on.
His name is Constantine Firespark, and he's one of Marathzal Orenthiel's former followers, which the new Grand Master, Tealor Orenthiel, brought here by ship about 2 years ago. That means he's one of the former arch-enemies of the Order. They usually wear green, while the Order wears white or red. That should make it easy for you to tell them apart. Firespark's pretty much the eldest of Marathzal's mages, and quite well versed in magic, at least from what I've heard. Plus, he's a very gentle and likable fellow, which is why even the Keepers like having him around. Let's hope he can tell us a thing or two about these visions, and help you get rid of the fever. Come, follow me.
I will follow you.
Keep your chin up.
Excuse me, Magister.
Unreliable. That's what they are. All of them.
Eventualities. Ascertain to what depresses Magister Reagan. Okay. Well, that's a quest for later. No objectives. Well, prompts at the moment, so I'll have to talk to him after.
All right, here we are. Hang on.
This is all steel.
That's not how you do it.
I just can't bloody
Blasted, I'm
believe
just
it.
being careful. We
Like
have to.
heck we do. Give me that thing, now.
Well, bit of an explosion.
Blistering blazes. That's what
Blazes,
you
I
get
just
for
can't
working
bloody
with
believe it.
fumblers. I told you.
Master
you should
Firespark.
Be careful. What? Now who the heck are you? Can't an old man have a moment to himself?
You hired me. The Magister, don't you remember?
Oh, right. Joseph the Scrounger. So why are you here? Had any luck?
Jespar. And yeah, we did find something.
Suggest you first of all tell me when I allowed you to drag your drinking mates up here. Do you need me to explain?
I'm not
the
his
meaning
drinking
of
mate.
the words highly and confidential to you?
I'm sure there's a lot you can explain to me, but let's save that for later. This particular fellow over here needs your help, to be frank. Arcane fever.
Is that so? And what exactly has that got to do with me? Let the Keepers and their holy rituals take care of it. What is it with the costume, anyway?
This man's magic is different, Meister. Just feel his aura and you'll see it. Plus, he's from Narim, just as you are.
Well, all right then, for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah, give me a chance.
I really hope you're not wasting my time, though. Working with these religious buffoons is bound to make any rational thinking person go bonkers. Anyway, that chair over there. Take a seat, and I'll have a look at that fever of yours.
Okay, sounds good. What I'm wearing.
All right then. This will tickle a little. Yeah, you're right. This aura does feel different. Complex somehow and powerful. And do you really want to tell me you've only recently discovered that talent of yours? With that aura, I'm surprised that you haven't turned into an Obaya by now.
Yeah, recently discovered.
Fine. Well, that is, we will help you. But first, tell me everything. How you got that magic, and how you met that Scrounger.
This just doesn't make any sense.
I see. Regarding this vision thing, I think that your mind simply played a trick on you there.
I doubt that,
Not that it's much of a surprise,
because
considering
I had
what
a
you've
vision
been
with
through.
Mayor as well.
Actually,
in
you were quite
Riverville.
lucky that the sudden outburst of your glance didn't blow your head right off.
Sudden outbursts of my glance. What's a glance? And this chapel on the water, every time I touch one of those stones, I feel as if, I don't know, as if something comes back to me.
Well, that's probably a sign that you should go easier on the booze. Skill,
Well, you're no
whether
help.
physical or magical nature, isn't gained through touching some stones, but through hard work and discipline. Even though this screwball Enderalian talk of paths and predeterminations tries to tell us otherwise.
Sudden outbursts of my glance. What's a
Oh,
glance?
by all that's holy, I won't start playing your tutor now. If you don't know about the basic
I think this
functioning
guy
of
just hates his
magic, then
life.
read something from Balador Goldenstein.
The glance on the sea of eventualities. Alongside, but apart from the reality we're in right now, exist countless other realities, in which some events have different outcomes, so to speak. A version of this very same room, for example, with the very same people in it, only that Meister Firespark's beard is on fire. And what defines an Arcanist, someone capable of magic, is that he or she can see those other realities and let parts of them come true.
Thank you for explaining,
look at
Jespar.
that, Jasper. You surprise me.
That's what I'm being paid for.
How powerful an Arcanist is depends on 3 factors. How far away are the eventualities that he can see, how well he can bring parts of them into our reality, and finally, how well his mind can handle seeing other realities simultaneously with ours. Lighting a candle is easier than calling a meteor from the sky, to speak plain in Al, but as I said, read Goldenstein if you're interested in the topic.
I think I've read a
I'm
book on
not gonna waste
Goldenstein already.
any time with lectures.
By Goldenstein, should I mean? Again, I did not just imagine these visions, they felt different somehow, real.
Well, if that's what you want to believe, go for it. I, in any case, have never come across such a phenomenon in over 50 years of studying magic.
Well, it's the
And
first time
now
for
we should-
everything.
It all begins with the dreams.
What the blasted blistering blazes? Does this room look like the bosom of a whore to you? Or what makes you think you can go around touching anything you get your fingers on?
Can I
These
get out of the chair now?
documents are confidential, for heck's sake. I knew it was a mistake to hire a thug like you. Lashery always had a weakness for...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me something about dreams that led you and Tealor Renthiel here, didn't you, Meister? And you told me that in this vision of yours, the Veiled Woman said this. It all begins with
Veiled
the
Woman?
dreams.
I've seen the Veiled Woman.
What? Is that true?
It is actually.
Oh. Then this near-death experience you had before you woke up on the shore. Tell me again, what exactly did you see in it? A room?
A glistening white light and charred bodies, but their flesh was unnatural, grey, and I heard all these voices.
Well, this is strange indeed. Anyway, for now all that matters is that we get that magic of yours under control. Whatever you clairvoyanced back there is of no use to us if you're dead as a doornail in a couple of months.
Fair enough. And how do we do that? Get my magic under control?
Well, that's usually a plodding process. The fever you feel is a result of your mind not being able to handle all of these possibilities, so to speak. The ritual the Enderalians practice to get the glance under control is called the Journey to the Water. Put frankly, it means 1 year of hour-long meditation, bland food, and abstinence from anything that makes
That does
life
not
worth
sound
living.
appealing.
In due time, the Arcanist then learns to filter these other realities from ours, and the fever gets less and less. Anyhow, luckily enough, we Neremes know of a way to quicken that process. A shortcut, if you will. I'm not capable of performing it, but another one of us is. Her name is Lashery, and you should seek her out as soon as possible.
A shortcut? Isn't there a reason this journey to the water is as lengthy as it is?
There is indeed, and this reason is called ignorance. The Order's rituals haven't changed since the Lightborn slipped out of their cradles, and the Keepers do their best to keep anything progressive out of their country. But please, if you're up for a year of austerity and stern-faced magisters scolding you, go for it.
Yeah, that does...
I really don't
No,
care.
thank you. I don't really want to go for that. Alright then, I'll do this ritual of yours. Where can I find this Lashery?
She's currently in a ruin called Old Rashengrad, not far from Ark. Just tell her that I sent you. Give me that map of yours. Okay, now you'd have to be a total idiot to miss it.
I can be an
recommend leaving
idiot,
for
so
the
I might
ruin
miss it.
straight away. And you, Joseph, you're going to come with me and show me what your trip to the Sun Coast
Joseph.
brought forth. Hopefully, more than a bottle of honey wine and a hangover.
Quite a character, isn't he? But I like him somehow.
Yeah, he's alright. He's a bit rough, but...
I owe you this for your help back in Riverville. And in case you're in the mood for a mug of ale and a good chat, just drop by the Dancing Nomad in the Stranger's Quarter. I'll get myself a room there for the time being. With all that said, good luck mastering your magic, my friend. I'll see you around.
I'll see you around. During the main story of Enderal, you have the opportunity to deepen your bond to several persons. Caution, these missions aren't available forever. If the main story progresses too far, the storylines of some persons stay hidden. Okay. I've got more teleportation, that's good. Just wait for these to
Now a good
load. Every day like the last, part 1. Search for Jespar in the Dancing Nomad. So I could talk to Jespar as well after. Okay, so Constantine said a young mage called Lashery can heal my arcane fever with a special ritual. By doing so, help me to learn to control my magic without years of meditation. She currently leads an excavation site in the northern heartlands called Old Rashengrad. Use the signpost in the Sun Temple, use the mirror to travel to the Northern Heartland, meet Lashery in Old Rashengrad. Okay, so I could use the... Yeah, I could travel there, but I do, to be honest, want to explore a lot of this area. And I still need to talk to Jespar. After the mercenary Jespar Delvite delivered me safe and sound to the Neremese mage Constantine Firespark, he offered me to meet in the Dancing Nomad in a good time. A good opportunity to get to know him better. I'll toggle that, because I will do that soon, since I'm still in the area. This is all steel, so... And I still need to speak to... Not you. That other Magister. Actually, I'll toggle that. Ooh, the Pathless Tome, the Lost Ones. I'll have to get those at some point and read them. See, this is all steel, so...
I thought you were in the city.
No, the Archmagister ordered me back. Feels good to be.
This is holy ground, Outlander.
Funeral.
You don't
Yes,
belong
yes,
here.
I
Could
know.
have done without them, though.
I don't doubt that. I still can't believe that really happened.
Walk blessed.
Is there some kind of problem?
Oh, yes. Guess what? There is. Some people just don't get the meaning of the word reliability.
Who are you talking about? Maybe I can help.
Huh. You're not from the Order, are you? Then I wonder what the blazes you're doing here. But, fine. Who am I to reject a helping hand? Elia, the novice who was assigned to me, she's supposed to help me transcribe these Pyrian tomes the Grand Master is so obsessed about. But 2 days ago, she simply vanished. If I were to guess, I'd say she's strolling around enjoying herself somewhere in the Nobles' Quarter. I'd go look myself, but I'm lucky if I get to breathe within all this work. Go find her and tell her to get her bloody ass up here and help me. If you do that, it won't be to your disadvantage.
Very well. Find the missing novice Elia in Ark and persuade her to return to the temple.
What?
I should probably change out of these clothes when I get out of here as well.
And the apothecary. Find that out. I have to go now, brother. Walk.
Anything upstairs? Oh wow. I've got a secure chest up here. Anything to put in it? I don't think so. Oh, iron ingots actually. Didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. I think that's fine. To you, you look like taproot, not taproot. Spriggans. I've forgotten what the name for them are in the Enderal, this universe. Because we encountered one at that honey farm. But I can't remember what they were called. Right, let's head down. Out in public, I will keep my gear on until another secure chest. There's lots of chests around here. That makes me think I'm going to be in this area quite a lot then.
I thought, well, never mind. By the way, have you seen this new
I haven't been to the Barrack Quarter yet.
Or whatever her name was.
I've heard about her, yes. She's the Scarab, isn't she?
Yes, that's what she looks like at least. But she's from Austria, just like that Messier Firespark and the Coalman Skyrim.
You two gossiping?
Honestly, I don't know what to think of all of this. Wild mages here in the temple? Malphus blessed the Grandmaster, but... where's this supposed to lead us?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But don't worry so much. I'm certain the Grandmaster knows what he's doing. Now go, before the Magister comes to get you himself.
Yes, of course. Walk blessed, sister.
You're always so formal.
Nothing to say?
Evening.
Gardner?
Who are you?
You don't know me, it's fine.
Huh?
Emporium? Like I say, not much to loot here because it's all steel, but it's interesting to have a little look around.
Who are you?
Oh, hello. You're the companion of that mercenary,
I am.
aren't you? Dalveric, or whatever his name is. I don't want to be disrespectful, but are times so bad that the Order needs to resort to hiring mercenaries? I just don't know.
He seems nice. I like Dalveric, or Jespar should I say. Oh, here's a map. So we're here on Enderal. I was from Nerim and I'm also half Curanian.
Blazes, it's dark already. Time really does fly by.
Island of the Scarabs. This puts the book of like the geographical overview sort of into perspective here. Ah, cool, nice map. Yep. I should have read that it was blank. Enderal's the same as my map, I'm guessing. Yes, it is. Right, I'm just going to toggle that quest. Not that one. I think I will speak to Jespar before I do anything else.
This is holy ground.
Yes,
Outlander.
yes. If you say that one more time, I swear to God.
Brother, did you get my letter?
Ah, yes, I did. Magistrar Yale approved your request. We will take care of it as soon as possible. Your sister.
Hello.
An outlander.
You have a name.
What are you doing in this part of the city? Shouldn't you be, I don't know, somewhere else?
Probably, but... Oh, look at the view. Very beautiful. Right, let us head out of the Sun Temple. Get changed again, and then where was Jespar? The Dancing Nomad, that's in the foreign quarter, I believe. I think. Still getting used to all these places. Oh, I've not been in the Sanctum. Do I have anything to disenchant? No, I'm wearing all that.
Put that.
I won't take this because it is steel. But if I find it on my journey, then I will give it a read. It's very long. It's people singing, but I can't actually... Where are you? Ah, this area.
This is holy ground,
A
Outlander.
foreigner, huh? What a surprise.
Walk blessed.
Not much to see here. Wow.
Walk
Malthus.
blessed.
Certainly a massive statue. Okay, that takes us to the Emporium then. So I'll get out of here. Not really much to do. Just had to check in case anyone gives me a quest or anything. Right, so here's a signpost. Foreign quarter. Let us speak to Jespar. Give it a save. I haven't saved in ages, so just give it a hard save.
You're a foreigner, aren't you? I wish I'd have crossed the Red Sea once.
Oh, and I need to get changed. I still have that on, yeah? I think everything's fine.
Bizarre.
Yes, I am back to normal.
Bread! Taste it now, our unrivaled, fresh and tasty bread!
Certainly got his name. Right, Jespar, where are you?
As I said, the offer stands. Just think about it, okay?
Who's
I
this?
will. Take care. Hey, you came. Come on, take a seat.
I will.
So, tell me, how are you holding up? It must have been quite the whirlwind. Yesterday, a refugee from another country, and now a prodigy with a magic great enough to impress old Bushybeard.
I'm fine, thanks for asking. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of all this. I mean, yeah.
Good luck with that. I'm quite curious to see how things keep on with you. You're different. I noticed that the time we met. Anyhow, tell me, what do you make of this country now that you've had some time to look around? I figure it must be quite the change from Nerim.
Tell Jespar about the recent events. Well, you're right about that.
Shoot.
Little gossip in the tavern.
Yeah, I can picture that. You know, this is exactly the reason why I love inns so much. The sky can rain fire out there. In here, you'll always meet laughter and good humor. Not to mention all the good-looking men and women.
True. A richly set table, indeed. Some of the ladies are not to be scoffed at, indeed. Some of the men are not to be scoffed at, indeed. You don't feel much of this red madness in here, that's for sure. Will this set anything off with Jespar? I don't know if it's a thing in this. Do I try it? I mean, why not?
Absolutely. Though I think I've seen enough of this place by now. Of Enderal, I mean. There's a ship sailing for Killeen next morning. And as it seems, it will be the last one for quite some time to come. Who knows? Maybe they still have a cabin to spare for a handsome treasure hunter.
Maybe. What, you want to leave in spite of all that's happening?
Oh well. This entire thing was more a coincidence than planned anyhow. The Order needed someone with skill and discretion. I was around. End of story. I never intended to stick around for much longer. Heck, me as an ambassador of the Holy Order, could you imagine that? Not one step further, O fair maiden. Drop your garment so we may both bathe in Malphas's holy light. Actually not that bad, don't you think?
Very convincing. Aren't you a little too relaxed considering that the world is falling to pieces? No, I won't say that. I'll say very convincing.
Oh, you're too kind. But you know, at the end of the day, I guess I'd probably lack both the pathos and the idealism for such a profession.
At least I'm getting his approval.
You know, I'm aware of how these esteemed keepers up there talk about sellswords like me. I could save 30 virgins from a Myrid on Rampage. At the end of the day, they'd always say I did it for the money, because I wanted to bed the women, or whatever. I'm driven by inferior motives. While no matter what their actions end in, they are good guys, because they do things for the right reasons. If only they'd understand that it's results that matter, not intentions. What does the wise hermit say? Nothing is of less importance to the saved than the reason for their rescue. The only difference between a mercenary like me and a holy warden is that I'm at least aware of the fact that I do what I do for myself, and no one else.
I mean, I get that. I get what he's saying, to be honest. What exactly are you trying to say? I'll ask him anyway.
I'm trying to say that all those heroes and self-declared messiahs are no better than everyone else. In the end, we are all selfish, because we always act in accordance to what we think we have to be like. So yes, maybe the keeper saves the farmer from the bandits. But at the end of the day, he does it because he sees himself in a certain light. You know, the funny thing is that a lot of times, it's especially those who think of themselves driven by a higher purpose who are the really dangerous ones. They don't understand what drives them, and that makes them easy to manipulate.
It does, it does.
The only thing left to do for the capable hate-monger or tyrant is to somehow combine his own ambitions with the mental image of this person. And presto, you've got your perfect puppet, only waiting to dive into the next hail of arrows for their honor, their religion, or whatever they thought of this time. It's just so idiotic, you know? The world would be a much better place if everyone could just acknowledge that the only reason we're here is that we want to be happy.
I think that's a good outlook, to be honest. There's sense in that, I'll admit. I couldn't agree more. I don't know, but to me, seeing the world like this sounds kind of... No, I agree with him, but I will ask him more. So what you're saying is that in the end, every person just wants to be happy. That's the purpose of life. How can you be so sure that there's no other purpose in our life, no other reason for our existence? I'll ask the first one.
Seek bliss and avoid pain, as the wise hermit likes to say. And believe me, once you realize that that's how people just work, life is a lot better.
But you have to have some kind of goal in your life, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. And this goal is called surviving. And if possible, to be able to enjoy a good glass of wine or an exciting night from time to time.
I mean, in a world like this, to be honest, it's a fair point. Just to be clear, what you're saying is that we're all egotists. Even the people others call heroes. How can you be so sure that there's no other purpose in life, no other reason for our existence? I mean, I'll ask him that.
I don't know. Call it a feeling. But if there is such a thing as a universal point to our lives, then I'm pretty sure we won't find it within the pre-digested philosophies or religions most people believe in. And hey, I'd be the last one to reject this great truth if she were to knock on my door, naked and tits jiggling. But until then, I'd rather try and find my own answers.
Just to be clear, what you're saying is that we're all egotists, even the people others call heroes.
Places, you make it sound so dramatic. Doing something for your own sake doesn't make you selfish. But yeah, basically
That came across a bit
that's it.
wrong, I think. There's sense in that, I'll admit. I couldn't agree more. I don't know, but to me, I agree with him, to be honest. I do agree. In a world like this especially.
You do? And here I thought I'd get an indignant cry and a splash of wine thrown in my face. That's how most people react. In any case, I think I'll take my leave now.
Very well.
I very much enjoyed our talk. But the ship to Calais leaves before the first cocks crow tomorrow, and I want some more time to think about it.
Do that. I'll see you around. For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. Oh gosh. I mean, if I'm all in, I'm all in. For what it's worth, I wouldn't mind if you stayed. The city needs more good-looking mercenaries. I guess Sarah and Jespar could be a thing.
Well, it most recently gained a good-looking Naramese man. Maybe that'll make up for when I leave. Keep your chin up.
Indeed. Well, that was a nice talk. A little bit of flirting. Always good. So Jesper's going back to Keeley. Or, well, he's going to sleep first, but... In fact, what time? Well, it's night time, actually. I might sleep as well.
Roast pork.
Hello.
Anyone? Malfash's blessings.
I'm looking for a room for the night.
And our room's looking for you. It's Snow Ark Noble Quarter, but it's warm and clean. Want it?
Yes, I
Good.
will.
We'll open up the room for you. And please, no shady business. We walk the righteous path in here and don't want any trouble.
No trouble from me again.
Come back anytime.
Right, let's go for a sleep.
My sir.
My sir.
Yes, you should go into the Whisperwood and see what you can find. In the
I'll do that at some point.
I'll wait for you in the Undercity, in my laboratory.
Okay, I will do a nice 11 hours. I never get 11 hours in real life. Cersei's a big sleeper. He likes to sleep. Got a lot done, I feel, at the moment. Spoken to people at the temple. Spoken to Jespar again. I feel like we've parted ways for a bit, so I hope we'll see him again.
Malfash's blessings.
Move along.
Okay, I do need to go to around in the nobles or the barrack quarters. If I can find her and send her back to him, he will reward me. I haven't been to the barracks yet, I don't think. So I will go there. Have I? I can't remember if I've been here or not. I have not.
Yes.
Military barrack?
Yes?
Is there any news?
News? Where have you been these past moons?
Heard
the
that.
whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen within the Order?
Nothing much going on in here, it's just where all the city guard are and everything's steel as well, so...
Can I help you?
Can't really do anything. Let's have a quick look this side.
You always go too easy on myself.
Nothing there. What was the girl called again? Elia. Oh, the cemetery. Oh, here's Elia. Found you very quickly. I'll ask her if she's okay first.
What? Did you say something?
What's the matter? Something wrong with you?
No, I'm perfectly fine. This is a grave, and I'm kneeling in front of it. I couldn't be better. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Whose grave is this?
My sister, Gadia. I don't know if you've heard about it, but there was this incident in the temple. The Red Madness.
Magister Yarrow,
and
yeah.
You've heard about it. My sister. She was a novice, just as I am. And she... You know, she met this boy. He was only of the manufacturer's path, and neither our parents nor the Holy Order would have approved. She wanted to leave the city with him.
Wasn't that Yarrow's path before?
Travel the lands. Just like in the Bard songs. I called her a fool. I told her that it was our path to serve the Order, and that leaving here would be a sin. 3 days later it happened. She sat in the first row in Europe.
God.
You know.
So you blame yourself for her death?
You say it as if it were far-fetched. But it is my fault. Without me, she would be with that boy in Duneville. Building a new life. It is my fault she was in the lecture that day. No matter how I twist and turn it. This is how it is.
That boy and your sister might have been ambushed by bandits as soon as they would left the city. Nobody could have seen that coming. If something is to blame, it is the Red Madness or Yarrow himself. Yeah, it is.
Easy for you to say. Anyway, I should go back to the temple. Thank you for your words. Walk blessed.
Okay, so that was easy enough. Oh. That's kind of sad. A lot of graves down here. This is the cemetery / the barracks. What's this place up here? Oh, Temple of Malphas. Steel helm? Is that any good? It's one better, but I have the set of armour, so I will leave it. But it's decent to sell.
Ah, you're no Ramesh, aren't you?
An
Know that accent?
What
People
are
say
you
you're
doing
country.
Blessed, my child. How may I help you?
I'm an outlander. Could you explain to me what this path really is?
What it is? Now that's quite the question you're asking there. But fine, why not? The path is two things. For one, it is the name of holy writing that encompasses both the revelation of the Lightborn after the fall of the Eterna King Azataron, and the journey of the first vassals to Enderal, who founded this country under Malphas's guidance. It also tells us the virtue of the path, the ideals by which every Enderalayan should live, which is the only way to salvation. Secondly, it is the holy calling of each Enderalayan citizen.
Have I asked all this before? I think I asked it.
Keep walking.
The priest at Riverville. If I haven't, I'll look back and come back again, but I just feel like it'd be boring if I ask other stuff again.
Sir.
Oops, not the lavender. On that note, I'm leaving. Right, I think we'll end this episode here. A lot's been done. Been to the Sun Temple, talked with Jespar. Got on quite well, I have to say. We're now here in the barracks. I'm going to explore Ark a little bit more and then see what quests I have to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Goodbye.